You know, there's a great line in the Toby Keith song, I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. And honestly, that's exactly how I feel about staying fit over 40. You know, there's still like this fire inside, right? You feel like you can do it, like you're invincible, but then, I don't know, your body kind of has other ideas, right? Things that used to be easy now maybe take a little bit more care to do. It's just different. So that's why the foundation for staying fit at this stage, the workouts are like the one that we're about to do. This isn't about crushing yourself or proving anything. It's about moving, building strength, and really just feeling good. And today's session is a quick move along workout. It's simple and it'll be effective for your real life. If you enjoyed today's workout and you want some longer sessions, check out my program. It's free for 30 days, so you can try it out. But for now, let's just get moving. Enjoy the workout. Big deep breath in. As you inhale, see if you can reach up a little bit higher overhead without forcing it. And relax. From here, we're going to start here. We're going to do a chest fly, no weight here. Bring your elbows toward each other, your hands toward each other. Touch them together if it feels good. And then bring it back. Elbows to the floor, hands to the floor. And then let's go all the way forward. And then all the way back. Good. And relaxing. Doing this with the least amount of muscle work. Of course, we're going to have to work the front of the shoulder and the chest, but it's a very low intensity just to sort of get some blood flow into there, to iron out the joint a little bit. The first few repetitions of this, there was like a little cracking I heard because the ear is so close to the shoulder. And I felt it a little bit of cracking, but after 3 or 4 reps, that went away. So imagine if you had that cracking or that popping and you went into an actual workout. Imagine how that sets you up for failure or even injury. So again, just very important that we go all the way down to the foundation at least once a week and really giving the body what it needs with these simple, gentle movements. All right, up next, let's interlace our hands out in front. Let's do some pullovers. By now, with all this motion, hopefully it's easy to touch your hands to the floor. After a busy day, maybe you've been sitting a lot, stressing out in traffic, trying to meet deadlines. If you went straight to the pullover, it might be a lot harder to touch the floor. In that case, you don't want to force it, but notice how all these other exercises really allowed that opening to happen. So getting that open shoulder and upper back for the pullover is really valuable here. Speaking of shoulders, let's do some more here. Let's turn on our side. Let's go top leg forward, bottom leg back. And we're going to take that top arm all the way up and around. Now, one thing that sometimes happens when we lie on our back for so long like we did, especially if our posture a lot of times is rounded forward, is that can cause a little bit of tension. So go slowly through this. Don't force anything. As you bring your hand back behind you, allow your torso, your spine to twist, keeping this top foot on the floor right here. So you're keeping your hips stable and you're allowing the torso to come up and over into that big twist. Let's switch directions. So we're going to stay on the same arm, switching directions. And again, keeping this intensity very, very low. There's a lot of value to just pulling back. And I think doing this particular sequence here, it's accomplishing what I think a lot of people want in their yoga class. But I think it's much more valuable doing it like this as opposed to yoga. I think sometimes even yoga can get a little bit too aggressive. You know, lots of downward dogs, lots of upward dogs, and, you know, all those sequences with the push-ups and the warriors and all that. Yoga can get pretty aggressive. So right here, we're going all the way down. Let's go ahead and switch to the other arm. Top leg forward, bottom leg back. Let's go into those big circles here. Nothing like an injury to derail you. So we want to prevent them from happening in the first place. So if you're doing this weekly check-in and making sure on this Feel Good Friday that everything's working properly, you're changing the oil. Warren Buffett has a great quote. He says, the way to get wealthy is to not lose money. That's you know, he's the wealth guru. And I would say for fitness, it's similar. The way to get fit is to not get injured. And think about it. If you're consistent with your fitness program and you're not progressing too fast, you're not getting injured, but every week you're just making small strides forward, eventually you're going to get into a fit and healthy place. All right, go ahead and switch directions. But as soon as you get that injury, then you're laid up on the couch, your doctor tells you it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. You're on the couch, you're not burning as many calories as you used to, but you're eating as many or more calories than normal. You're bored, you know, you don't have as much stuff to do. You're like, that cake doesn't look too bad. It'll be fine. Before you know it, you've gained, 10 pounds maybe in 6 weeks. It's very possible. So, just trying to give you guys every possible reason why it's super, super important to do this. If you stuck with me for these almost 28 minutes, then you know, super, super important. All right, let's go face down. Let's do a quad stretch. Grab onto that ankle, pull the heel toward the glute. Squeeze your glutes tight. You want to get very active right here with the glutes. Push the front of your hips down to the floor. Squeeze your abs, flatten out your lower back. If you're not able to get your heel to the glute like I am, it's okay to be back here. It's even okay to hold the strap like over your shoulder. The strap is connected to your ankle and you're just holding it like this. That's fine too. Get there eventually. Don't force it. All right, let's switch legs. So after this, we'll have 1 more minute left. We'll have one last exercise. Look for your wall space. So if you don't have an open wall, just use a door. We're going to be on our backs with the legs going up the wall. That happens in 30 seconds from now. So this is a really good stretch for the quad, biggest muscle in the body. Really, really important to stretch the quad. And then up next, we're going to do the hamstrings, which is also a very large muscle. Very, very important. 10 more seconds. So we're going to be on our backs, legs up the wall. All right, so let's release the leg. And from here, I'm going sideways and just throwing those legs up. If you're not able to get your hips all the way touching the wall, that's okay. Don't force it. You want your tailbone flat on the floor. Then you want to straighten out the legs. Then you want to flex the ankles, pull the toes down. Relax the upper body completely. Completely relaxed. The lower body's a little bit tight. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze your muscles in your shins. 30 seconds. Should feel this stretch in the back of the leg. Maybe the hamstring, maybe the calf. Maybe you feel both. You want that lower back flat on the floor. Relax that lower back. All right, we made it through our Feel Good Friday, 30 minutes. Excellent job, everyone.
Great job sticking with it. Remember, staying fit over 40 isn't about doing what you used to do. It's about doing what works for you now. Every little bit counts. You know, we all have back pain, we all are achy and all this stuff. But this right here is building the foundation for strength, mobility, feeling good every day. If you enjoyed this quick session, imagine what you can achieve with longer guided workouts. My program is designed to meet you where you are and then build you up, not break you down. It's free to try for 30 days, so check it out. The link is down below. Thanks for moving with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can get access to all 3 of these workouts every week. I post 3 workouts Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube, as well as my deeper program down below. Thank you again for joining me. Appreciate your time and, enjoy your weekend.